Hey guys, welcome back to the backlog. It's me, your man, the purple squishy creature, otherwise known as Frozen Breeze. I'm here for another playthrough, and this time around it's going to be one of my shortest playthroughs of all time. We're here with Kirby's Dreamland. If you don't know who Kirby is, well, he's pretty prolific in the eyes of Nintendo fans, but Kirby was created by Masahiro Sakurai back in 1992, probably even earlier before this game's copyright date, but Kirby's Dreamland was one of the flagship creations of Masahiro Sakurai, who is most well known nowadays for having created and is still working on, even to this day, the Smash Bros. Series, the Super Smash Bros. Series. A lot of it started from Kirby as one of his beginning creations, and Kirby's Dreamland is really one of the shortest games of all time. It is barely anything. So I theorize that this episode of the backlog is going to be the only episode Kirby's Dreamland gets because of how short it is. But I've always wanted to touch the Kirby series. That is such a bad way of saying it. I always want to touch on the Kirby series here in the backlog throughout its, at this point, maybe like 6, I think it's 5 years at this point. We're going on 6 at this point. I wanted to always check out the Kirby series because it is one of my favorite Nintendo series of all time. I just don't know why I haven't. Just so many things get in the way. So many Minecraft series, so many Sonic things, so many Pokemon, so many Digimon, but this time around, I'm finally ready to go into the Kirby series. It's not going to be like a marathon. To get myself into the series, I wanted to go ahead and start with the first game that came out on the Game Boy back in 1992. Now, like I said, this game is extremely short, but that also adds in the fact that I can shove in 5 million facts I know and a bunch of random stories into one episode and not have it drag on. So either way, we're going to go ahead and start off Kirby's Dreamland. Stage 1, green greens. It's not really green, it's brown, but, you know, brown ground. Either way, Kirby's Dreamland is a 2D platformer all about my man, Kirby, and his adventure to destroy a bunch of shit. The story of this game is not really shown off in the beginning of it, but it's all about our man Kirby, who's a pink blob that really likes to suck things, just going around killing people. The game doesn't really explain what you're actually doing, but to explain the story, the inhabitants, or at least the world that we are currently in, that Kirby inhabits, is called Dreamland. It's like a dreamland, a world made of dreams. Kind of like Klonoa, which I've touched on in the series as well. I keep saying touched on. I don't know, I just really like to touch things. That's why I play video games. So much tactile existence. Oh, here's the first boss already. Die. But yeah, what was I trying to say? Well, this place takes place in Dreamland, which is a land of dreams and shit like that. So, see a bunch of fantastical random things happening, but Kirby's always out to defend the world of Dreamland, and in his first game, he was defeating the evil king of Dreamland, which is kind of weird that you... I guess Kirby's like an anarchist. He doesn't like the rulers of places, so he kills them. But yeah, the evil king Dedede, a giant-ass penguin, decided that he was really hungry. So he ate all the food in Dreamland, and Kirby's, well, known for being a fucking, you know, massive fucking eating maniac. So, therefore, he's gone out to save everybody from starving and to kill everybody in his way. Now, Kirby is an extremely long series, but is somewhat pretty goddamn basic. The entire series is about Kirby going around, sucking people in, and mostly shooting things at other things. Kirby is also more well known for another thing that he can do that he currently can't do in this game. The first game of Kirby never included Kirby's most well-known ability, which is to copy his opponent's abilities, and then just, you know, mimic them and stuff like that. He's literally Slime from Tensura. He's just that badass. But, yeah, in his first adventure, Kirby couldn't do that. Kirby was all about just sucking things in and shooting them like a weirdo. But this game is incredibly easy. It was made for, like, children to do, so... Yeah, it won't be that tough, and like I said, it's extremely short. We're already at the first boss. Welcome to the first boss, Wispy Woods, Wispy Crispy Dicky, Crippy Dicky. What? That's not really a name. Damn, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Probably because I'm playing like a fucking jackass. Oh, jeez. Kirby, you need to stop sucking it. More like I need to stop sucking it. That's what I get for playing this on the Super Game Boy. Shoot, damn it! I'm like, shoot, damn it, shoot! But yeah, died to the first boss. I don't think anybody's ever died to Wispy Woods, but he is the most pathetic boss in the series. He is a tree that doesn't like you. He's a tree that does not enjoy your existence, and I could never figure out why. He just really doesn't like Kirby. But yeah, Wispy always tends to work for Dedede and is always out to kill Kirby. He's usually the first beginning boss of all Kirby games, just a tree that doesn't like you. But yeah, to explain Kirby's controls, it's pretty goddamn basic in the first game. It is all about jumping and sucking. You can jump with the A button and you can suck with the B button. You can also infinitely fly by either mashing the B button or just holding up. So Kirby has infinite flight, can suck pretty much anything, and the entire point is to suck up enemies, turning them into stars. Stage 2, Castle Lolo. Reference to another game made by, let's see, HAL, which is the original developers of Kirby. Oh no, don't sweep! No sweeping, you go to hell. You go to hell! Yes, the first power-up in the series. The microphone. It's just a fucking screen nuke. But yeah, this game is pretty goddamn basic. You just fly around and you fucking murder everybody, and that's the entire game. Like I said, the story is very basic as well. You just trying to save everybody from starvation from a giant-ass penguin that really doesn't like you, but has the greatest style of any character in this entire series. But yeah, Kirby's quite basic. No, don't kill me, bomb. Don't kill me. But, you know, part of that simplicity is one of the reasons why the Kirby series is so well-loved, even to this day. Look at the Fanto. The Fanto! Oh my god, the lag. I'm also playing this on my Super Game Boy 2, which is the same thing I used to play my entire Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. So, if you ever saw that one and, you know, wondering why I haven't been using them in a while, it's just because, you know, the Pokemon Silver playthrough is a Game Boy Color game. And, Game Boy Color games don't work on the Super Game Boy 2, which is really dumb, but it didn't exist at that time. But yeah, my history of Kirby is not actually all that extensive, but I have been playing it since I was, like, a real young child. Like, the first Kirby game I think I ever played was most definitely Kirby Superstar Ultra, which is a game we will most definitely get to in time. But it's one of the most prolific of all the Kirby games. It's just, I don't know, it's very well known. It's for the DS, and of course, since I grew up during the DS era, it would have to be the first game that I played on. But I played so many Kirby games when I was young. I played Kirby Superstar Ultra. I played, oh, here's the reference to Adventures of Lolo, which is a weird-ass puzzle game for the original Nintendo. I didn't even know he was this basic. I've also beaten this game 5 million times in my life. So yeah, even if I suck at it, I'm very easily able to beat this thing. It's made for small children, and I just beat another boss. But yeah, I started with Kirby Superstar Ultra, and then other games I played in my childhood were stuff like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I love that one. Oh my god, it's ghosts! It's ghosts! Ghosts that lag the game. I didn't know this game had lag, but then again, you know, this came out at like the beginning of the Game Boy's existence. This is like an early Game Boy game. So it's not, you know, they were still working with figuring out how to, like, you know, figure out all of the gameplay shit that the Game Boy could do. Oh, there's the other first power-up. The Curry. It's just like a super power-up that lets you shoot fireballs out of your mouth. Kind of a, you know, beginning point of all the not the capture abilities, all of the copy abilities. Where am I supposed to be going? That's a good question. I don't know where I am, who I am. All I know is that I am. But yeah, I played The Amazing Mirror. I played Return to Dreamland. I also played stuff like... Oh, I can't go in there anymore. Well, that sucks. I also played shit like Return to Dreamland, Kirby... What is that one for the GBA? The other one for the GBA? Am I supposed to go up here? I don't think I am. I think I'm being incredibly confused. I don't really know where I'm going. This game is made for 5-year-olds, but I'm confused about it. Even if the first Kirby game's got, you know, very basic stuff, it's still got a little bit of complication in it with its level design. The level design is usually what's going to be more complicated in the first Kirby game. Mostly because they couldn't really make anything else that much more complicated. Yeah, I can't really make a complicated game out of a dude that can just fly and, you know, suck shit up. He lost the rest of his... Well, he got more of his complications later in the series. But But yeah, I played shit like that. I also played, played all of Kirby Star Allies, which was a hell of a game. But Kirby's been, something I would say I have, taken part in a lot of my gaming adventures. If you ever grew up around the time of the fucking GameCube, you'll remember all of the Kirby leaks that came out during that time. And all the cool Kirby games that never got released. Like the awesome Kirby's, GameCube thing. Where am I going? I think this is supposed to be a maze. It's a little amazing maze. Kirby and the Amazing Maze. No, that doesn't come out until 2069. Oh, there's the boss. It's just a harder version of those guys. But yeah, the Kirby series, definitely near and dear to my heart. I've been playing it since I was a kid, and is pretty goddamn cool, even if it's, horribly simplistic. This one is, well, you fight against Lololo and La 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 from The Adventures of Lolo. And they're just pushing blocks around. You need to steal their blocks and shoot them. I need to shoot them in the face. See? There you go. You just gotta go ahead and die. But the reason why I say this is going to be a very, basic, very quick Let's Play is because there's only, 6 levels in this game, and I'm already at level 2. And I'm already at the boss for level 2. So, I was thinking, I don't know how long this Let's Play is going to be, but it's probably not going to be extremely long. Fucking stop hitting me into walls. Oh, boy. Stop hitting my ass. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I killed the girl. I killed your lover. Lover? I'm not a fighter. I'm a fucker. Just thought I'd say that out loud, I guess. Jump! Kirby Y. Kirby Y. Okay, there you go. Boss is dead. Also, the iconic Kirby dances in this game, where pretty much whenever you finish the level, Kirby has a little massive heart attack. And he does that in pretty much every game. But this game's just filled. Alright, it's filled. Stage 3, Float Islands. It's just filled with charm, I think I was trying to say. This game just has charm up the fucking wazoo. But yeah, Kirby's definitely a near and dear part of my childhood. I played a lot of Kirby when I was a kid. But I guess you may be wondering why... let's see. Oh my god. You may be wondering why I haven't done, any of it on the channel. I've been saying for a really long time, oh, I need to play the Kirby series on my channel. But I've just never done it. And I don't actually have much of an answer to why. I just haven't. I just decided I haven't. But I was thinking, earlier, last night. This playthrough was, a plan from, last night. I was well, I want to play Kirby, but I don't know, where to start, really, because it's should I start with some of the other games? Kill everybody on screen already! Kill everybody, Kirby! Kill everyone! Damn, I didn't know this game had so many fucking random obstacles in it. Obstacles. But yeah, I was well, I want to start playing the Kirby series, because I've always wanted to play them on the channel. But I don't know where to start. And I was well, why not start with the first one, as well as the shortest one, because, it's only got, 6 levels, and we're already on level 3. I think most speedruns for this game are, fucking, 15 minutes long. And I know we're already at the 15-minute mark, but that's because I'm shit at video games, and, I never said that I was good at this shit. I never said that no matter how much I play video games, I was never good at them. I'm just kind of a fucking dickhead. Also, respawning enemies is a lot of fun. Respawning enemies makes me so happy. But yeah, the Kirby series, definitely near and dear to my heart. Don't really know why I've never played them before on the backlog, but I've always wanted to, take a stab at it. And, about time was this time. But yeah, because of how short it is, you're not going to be seeing much more than one episode. Don't fall down there. That is a fucking pit of death. That's a pit of doom. Alright, you're dead. You're dead. I'm dead. We're all dead. But yeah, this game, extremely basic. Like I said, all you can really do is jump and shoot. It's not... I don't really know what you refer to it as. It's not like a shooter game. It's more just the only way that you can shoot is by puffing up into your flying form, then pressing B to expel gas out of your ass, or just suck things in and kill them. But yeah, Kirby wouldn't get his most iconic iconic power until much later into his existence. Not extremely later, because it would be the next game after this, but yeah, Masahiro Sakurai, to have like more like random things to talk about, I bet everybody already knows the reason why Kirby is pink. Because that is like one of those things that they tell you in Video Gaming 101, up there with that Super Mario Bros. 2 American is actually not Super Mario Bros. 2. It's up there with like some of the most basic gaming knowledge of all time. Stuff like that, or like Luigi is not in Super Mario 64 or something like that. Just the most basic like video game stuff. But one of the things that goes along with Kirby is that originally he's completely white. Most people know the pink version of Kirby, but originally Kirby was actually completely white. That's because of the graphics of the Game Boy. Because if you know, the Game Boy is mostly in black and white, but actually just in black and green. Which is, you know, a great substitute for white, but, you know, doesn't make a shit ton of sense. Oh, dang. Here's the on-rail shooter mode of the game. Yep, well, you just gotta shoot this fucking flying battleship that Dedede has. See, I thought this was much later in the game. I think I'm confusing this with, like, a completely different game. Oh my god, he's fucking ramming me. This is why the Hindenburg went down. It tried to kill Kirby. You gotta recognize Kirby is, like, one of the most powerful characters in all of, you know, video gamedom or in just fiction. He is a video games incarnate. But yeah, he was originally white because the Game Boy's graphics were white, but Miyamoto Stage 4 Bubbly Clouds. Already inside the clouds, man. It's a lot of Kirbys. But yeah, Miyamoto, which you don't know, Shigeru Miyamoto, I don't think you know your video games all that well, wanted Kirby to actually be yellow for some reason. I don't really know why he wanted that color, but the original creator, Masahiro Sakurai, always wanted him to be pink, but just couldn't make him pink because, like I said, the graphics at the time would not allow him to have a color. So, really, he had no color for a little bit of time, but the reason why Kirby's actually pink is because, you know, the original creator wanted him pink, but fucking not Masahiro Sakurai. Miyamoto wanted him yellow. Not really sure why. There are yellow Kirbys later in the series, but that's not exactly the same thing. I don't really know why Miyamoto wanted that. Miyamoto had a lot of hands in, you know, creating a lot of characters for Nintendo. Stuff like Star Fox and Mario. Like, Star Fox got his entire design, I think mostly from what, like, I keep on fucking up their names. From what Shigeru Miyamoto wanted. And he was, like, a part creator of that, along with Argonaut Software. But it's like, he had a hand in creating a lot of Nintendo characters. But Kirby was not one of them. Very interdastingly, Kirby was not one of them. I don't really know. I think it's mostly because Sakurai saw Kirby as his small child, so therefore he wasn't going to let, you know, he wasn't the president of Sega. Yeah, he wasn't the president of Sega because he didn't work for Sega. He wasn't the president of Nintendo, but like Shigeru Miyamoto had a big hand in a lot of Nintendo going-ons at the time. Up there with Gunpei Yokoi, trying to say his name correctly. But yeah, Miyamoto didn't have much of anything to do with the Kirby series, which is, you know, interesting to say. But yeah, what else can we talk about? I mean, the game is gaming right now. I'm pretty disappointed in my Kirby skills since they seem to be sucking really badly. Look at me go. Look at me go. I'm getting hit by everything. Have I gotten hit by a Waddle Dee yet? Yeah, all the enemies in the game are also very iconic. Stuff like the Waddle Dees, the Flutter guys, just all of these random dickheads that want to hit me. They became just as iconic as Kirby is, like, over time. Like, most people know what a Gordo looks like, and that's a Gordo. And most of these enemies will stick around for all of Kirby's existence. Kirby's even going to this day. He just had, a couple years ago, had his first completely 3D game. Like, he's had games that are in 3D before, but, like, a couple of years ago, it was the first time he had ever had a completely all 3D game. This series is most well known for its 2D entries. It's known for being a 2D series. Okay, could you please go away? Could you please go away? I hate these guys. No matter what game they're in, I hate them. It's like I want to suck them, but they're not allowed. Ah, yes, a boss. At no health. A boss. When I'll die. Okay. You okay, brother? Oh my god. He shot bullets at me. I forgot that this guy is Kracko. He's on crack. I forgot this guy is, like, so fucking freaked out in the first game. Yeah, you can't use your, oh boy. Can't use your puff ability on him. You have to throw his own little dudes out. The Waddle Dee is the Waddle Dee. Are these Waddle... Yeah, no, those are, they're not Waddle Dees. What are the ones with the eyes? Waddle me, I don't know. Waddle my ass! It just goes to show how basic this game is that I can just repeat a pattern, and I've almost already got him murdered. Well, that was a boss. That was most indefinitely a boss. But yeah, I don't believe there are any continues in this game. I don't think I've ever had to, like, need a continue for this game, mostly just because I'm usually not that bad at it. Then again, I'm playing this on my Game Boy, my Super Game Boy 2, which means that it's going to be running at a shittier frame rate, really. Oh boy. Because, well, while I love the Super Game Boy 2 for being, like, super awesome, it's also, you know, old. I'm running this through, like, an upscaler, so... what's it called? Button delay? Input delay is going to be in existence here, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but, you know, we work with it. We work with it. Oh my god, stop fucking stabbing me. Stop fucking stabbing me. Sometimes there can just be some real dick moves in this game. You can feel it sometimes. Just people don't like you. People don't like Kirby, but people really like Kirby. Like, the series has a shit ton of fans. And I can definitely see why. It's definitely one of the most fun Nintendo series of all time. Mostly just because it's so basic. It's, like, such a basic game that I could, like, play it for hours, really. It's just like, go forever, Mr. Kirb. Go forever. Alright, now I gotta fly my way through the real Dreamland. I gotta fly my way to Creamland. Look at all these fucking, even fucking umbrellas hurt Kirby. Alright, here's the boss. This is Kracko's on crack mode. Kracko crack mode. I think I could just fly over him, right? And he mostly won't do anything. Yep. He's a little bit stupid. Where did the Waddle Dee go? I'm like, where did the enemy go that I could chuck at him? You know, I don't actually know. Yeah, this boss ain't all that hard if I actually, you know. Don't be stupid. Leave me alone, Kracko. You're on crack. I can't trust crack havers. Because I can't trust myself. Also, there's no running in the game yet. Running is very important for Kerbal. But, you know, it's not in this first game. A lot of the things that you know from, you know, the rest of the Kirby series just don't exist here, which is okay, because it's the first game and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's just, like, so weird to be playing such an old game. And, you know, most of the things you know from the series just ain't here. Like I said before, I've beaten this game, like, multiple times before. I've done it before. I've done it on a 3DS. I've done it in my ass. I've done it in the shower. I've done it in the hour. I've done it in my fucking power. Fucking power! Me too, man. I use a lot of fucking power in my life as well. Oh, boy. But yeah, I love the series to death. Alright, Stage 5, Mount Dedede. We're at the end of the game. You want to know? We're already at the end of the game. Sometimes it just go like that. But yeah, I guess since we're already at the end of the game, I should probably give my wrapping up thoughts. The Kirby series, I definitely love the Kirby series. The first game is, well, you know, pretty basic. And definitely not... What do you want to describe it as? Definitely not complicated. It's a very basic game, but definitely a very lovable game at the same time. Sorry, somebody is complaining about me not talking in the Discord, so I need to get rid of their ass. Not really. I need to get the right thing. Need to get the right thing. Sorry. Alright. 1 second. I'm having to do something real quick. In the middle of a playthrough, I have to figure out how to do something real quick. Grant membership. I sent it to the wrong person, so I can try and see if I can fix this. Sorry, I'm trying to send a link to a Discord. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to send, like, a link to something. I'm like, ignore that. Okay, back to the video game. Somebody was asking about something in my Discord, so I needed to go ahead and help them real quick. They were, like, getting antsy. But then again, I'm going to guess, as, you know, usually goes with our Discord, they're going to join. 1 second, ask for something, leave immediately. That's just kind of how it goes. And I'm not angry at them, because it makes sense, like, if there's nothing in the Discord you want, why stay there? So, understandable if you just need one question answered. I do the same thing sometimes. Either way, what was I saying? Yeah, closing thoughts on the Kirby series. Or not Kirby series in general, because we're not done with the Kirby series. I do plan to play more of the Kirby series in the future. Just don't expect, you know, a time at which I will actually play them. Just expect that they will happen at some point, and it definitely is something in the fucking in the cards. Look, it's fake Kirby. I think I sucked fake Kirby, and he decided to blow up the planet, which is hilarious. But yeah, the Kirby series is, in general, definitely one of my favorite Nintendo series of all time. I just don't really get a chance to play it all that much. Also, time to redeem myself on Wispy Woods. Alright, let me see. He's about dead already. Alright, you're dead. Easy shit, easy shit. But when I go into my closing thoughts of the first game, I definitely love how simplistic it is. It's very simplistic, very easy to get into. Definitely not a complicated game at all. You can hand this off to a 5-year-old, and I think they'd have fun with it. I think that was part of the point of why Kirby was so basic. They wanted it to be pretty much for everybody. I think one of the reasons that Sakurai made it was to, like, appeal... And it sounds weird nowadays, but, like, at the time it made sense. To appeal to, like, a more female market, which, you know, is not, you know, all that great to say, but that is what was most likely the reason why Kirby was made so very generally uncomplicated, which, you know, is also a really cool thing for anybody to really enjoy. Sometimes people just want a game to pick up and be like, wow, I don't have to think, I just do. I don't have to think about how to play this game. It's not like walking up to a Pokemon and being like, hey, I need you to learn all these stats in order to, like, properly play this game. It's just like, you know, play it and do the thing. Play it and do the thing. So, definitely lovable in that way of how simplistic it is. But at the same time, not all simplicity makes a game incredibly exciting. This game is somewhat boring. I love its simplicity and how it doesn't need to be complex in any way. At the same time, because it has no complexity, it feels exceedingly boring. It's just, you know, jump and shoot the game, which, you know, could be described as the same thing as Mega Man, and I love the Mega Man games. Anyway, I killed that guy again. These bosses are just so incredibly short, but in this point, it's a little bit too uncomplicated. You need a game to have at least a little bit more meat on its hands to be able to, you know, keep me interested for forever. But then again, that's not the point of this game. It doesn't want to keep me interested forever. It wants to be able to, like, get a lot more people into video gaming, which, you know, can be seen as a really nice thing. I like that idea. But yeah, to me, definitely, what do you call it? Definitely prolific for the fact that it, you know, started such a massive series. But I probably, after this Let's Play, I will never go back to it. I'd rather go to any other Kirby game other than this. I don't need, you know... This game is fun and all, and it's definitely prolific for what it did. But it's just like going back to the original Mario Brothers. It's like, that's cool and all, and it's prolific for creating such a big series like this. But at the same time, it's like, sure, it's cool and all, but, like, I can always go back and play one of the other games in this series and have way more fun with it. Once we get to those games, I definitely think I'm going to have a lot of fun playing through it, but for now, I can appreciate what this game did in creating one of the greatest video game series of all time, but I can definitely be truthful in the fact that it is basic bitch territory. And I don't mean that in the way that we were talking about how this game was made for women. I mean it in the way that, like, this game is very uncomplicated and really, you know, just not one I'd ever go back to. It's fun, but only so far. It's fun, but I can only play this game for so long without getting bored. So I'm already kind of bored. And I'm already kind of out of things to talk about, so I'm dead. I'm dead. That's real cool, dude. Oh, I have to go back through there? Shit. You can, like, smash things with your head, and sometimes it works. Also, I don't know why I can't move right there. Sometimes you just need a screen nuke. But yeah, I guess talking about when will I get back to the Kirby series. Like I said, don't know when. I don't have a timeline of saying, like, oh, I'm going to be playing Kirby now, or I'm going to be playing Kirby after some point. Because this wasn't really a planned playthrough. This was a playthrough that just came out of a want to play Kirby, but not really as a, oh, I want to start doing Kirby kind of thing. No, this was just to be like, oh, I want to show that, yeah, I can do Kirby content. Like, that's something that I do plan on doing someday. But for now, it's, you know, not in the playing card. But if I ever do return to the Kirby series, the game that I will most likely be playing after this will be the game that comes directly after this, which is Kirby's Adventure for the original Nintendo. Now, that game is definitely an interesting one, as it's the first one that kind of includes how modern Kirby's gameplay works, and is, well, sometimes just as boring as this one, but I definitely think I'll have a lot of fun with it. Either way, final boss time. Here's a Dedede. He is a penguin that has a shit ton of strength, but, you know, all he can really do is just kind of... he's kind of pathetic. He just runs around, smashes his head into things, and, well, it can be a really long boss fight, because you're mostly just waiting for him to smack his hammer down, and then let you use a star. Because the only way you're going to hit him is if you get a star and chuck it at him. But yeah, he can run around, dash into you. He also tries to, like, do your sucking move. And if he gets that, he, like, you know, sucks you up real good. Damn it. I haven't played this boss fight in a very long time. Who knows? I might be murdered by the D. Never get murdered by the D. But yeah, he can be somewhat tough for a game as basic as this. But yeah, he gets really, like, sad each time you hit him in the face. Can you leave me alone already? There you go. You want to suck? Okay. He's just like Gary. He's just like, want to suck? It's like, yeah. Damn it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, you fucking penguin. I have 1 life left, so yeah. Leave me alone. Stop tripping over yourself. But he can suck, he can trip, he can punch, and that's about all. He can also do a really big jump. Which, you know. Ah, shit. I didn't know it had that big of a hitbox. Okay, last life. If I die, it's cringe. If I die, I'll be the cringiest cringe that ever cringed. So, let's not do that, okay? Shit! I didn't mean to do that. The input lag is not all that great. Sometimes I just jump with the up button, because it just tends to work so much better. But then again, A button is the best way to jump. Come on, jackass. He's almost got me to half, but I think he's at half as well. Come on, jackass, do your jump move. Okay, come on. His ass is going back down to trash. Come on. Sucker! How you doing, sucker? Leave me alone. Leave me alone, dude. He's just like, no. I cannot. I need to eat. But yeah, remember, this entire game is about him wanting to hoard all the food. He's being a dick about it. Like, dude, I know you're hungry. Like, just go to fucking, I don't know, McDonald's, dude. It ain't that fucking thick, dude. It ain't that deep, man. It ain't that deep. You don't need to steal everybody's food. I guess he's just so hungry. But yeah, Dedede is mostly the main villain of the series. You'll understand when I get to talk about it. Shoot him! Shoot his ducky ass. He has a rubber ducky in his asshole. Now, sometimes I think Kirby's got a rubber ducky in his asshole as well. Yeah, all you gotta do is just run back and forward. Alright, one last hit and he's out for the count. 2 last hits and I'm out for the count as well. Alright, see you around, Dedede. And that's the end of Kirby's Dreamland. Pretty basic. I beat that within just like 30 minutes, really, if we cut out all my talking. Either way, this has been Kirby's Dreamland. Pretty fun game. Very simplistic, but definitely beloved by many, many people. And now Kirby spreads all the food back to the Dreamlandians, or whatever the hell they're called. So, that ends Kirby's Dreamland. Don't know when I'm going to be looking at another Kirby game after this, but expect it to be at some point. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this very short playthrough of Kirby's Dreamland. So, I'll see you guys next time on The Backlog.
And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Valric, Amber, and Phoenix. Without you all, this channel would not stay afloat. So thank you for all your support. And I'll see you guys next time on The Backlog.